morning, everyone. My name is Iredia, to be precise. Thank you very much for such a wonderful introduction. I'm going to begin. I'm going to talk too long, but I'm going to be very short, and I'm also going to be very precise. Now, he mentioned avatar innovations. 4 years ago, I had an idea. The idea that I had, I noticed that a lot of people do not patronize made in Nigerian products. Now, one of the reasons why they don't patronize made in Nigerian products is number one, you don't know where to find them. Am I communicating? You don't know where to find them. But the truth is, there are very good made in Nigerian products out there. But if you want to buy a very good made in Nigerian shirt, where can you find it? So I decided to come up with an idea which I call avatar.com.ng, which allows people to sell their products online, whereby Nigerians or also Nigerians in Diaspora can also access their products. Now that was the dream I had 4 years ago. But I had a problem. Now the problem was this. It is one thing for you to have an idea, it is another thing for you to bring your idea into what? Reality. Am I communicating now? It's another thing to bring your idea into reality. Now, when we have an idea, the first thing that comes to our mind first is money. We need money to bring the idea. But as God would have it, I was able to get a group of people, we came together, we started the idea, but something was missing. Now something was missing in the sense that there was a way I've seen it, there was a way I wanted it, and no one was willing to do it for me. It was a technological idea, it was a driven idea, like we have Jumia. To set up a platform like Jumia is very, very expensive, not especially when you are looking for a developer, not especially when you are looking for a programmer. And we had this big challenge because most of the persons we met to help us come up with this idea, they were giving us huge sum of amounts of money for us to pay. But as God would have it, we tried, we went as far as 75% with, I want to mention the bank name, but not everything on this bank. We went as far with the bank, we communicated with them, and everything is still in progress as we speak. But I wanted something more. Why? Because it was a driven idea and I had more idea in mind. But I had no idea about technology. Seriously speaking, I had no idea about technology. I'm a photographer, I love photography, I take pictures, I still take pictures. I love taking pictures. I'm a civil engineer by what I read in school, but I just love taking pictures. I love technology, yes, I could use my laptop, I could use my phone, I could do so and so forth. I noticed that each idea that comes to my mind are always technological driven idea. But the truth is, when you meet a developer to develop your idea for you, they give you so much range of money for you to pay and stuff like. For example now, most of us might have an idea about owning an app. But it will cost you nothing less than a minimum of about 500 to 350,000 naira to develop an app. So, the question is, how can I attain this idea? Now, I love something about what our last speaker said about HR. I think I picked that from him a lot, about character in the mind of people. But in my note, I want to pick something out. There are two ways to be lazy. Number one, you can be lazy in the things you do, or you can also be lazy in your mind. I do tell my wife something. I said I always do the hard work first. The hard work is before I do anything, I process it in my mind first. I have it on paper, I have it written before I start doing the work. It makes it easier for me when I begin my work. But I've come to notice that most people, they think or believe that when you're not doing anything, that means you're lazy. But laziness is divided into two, like I mentioned. You can be very lazy in your mind. So that brings me to this story. How did I become a programmer? And how did I become a developer? And how was I able to develop my dream and still developing my dream? Now I thought to myself, any skill can be learned, right? We can learn anything, right? If you put your mind to it. Eric Thomas mentioned that. If you put your mind to it, I will, I can, and I will do programming. Everything that I could find about development, everything that I could find about app building, I started learning and learning and learning and learning. Now, The night I spent, the sleepless night I had, the data and everything, everything I bought. I don't really know how to put it, but in less than 4 months or 5 months, to be very precise, in less than 4 months or 5 months, I was good. Not just good like, oh, I did try. But in that same 5 months, I wrote a Google exam online, and I can try as much as possible to present my results. I wrote a Google exam online, and I scored 95%. Bros, I didn't go to any computer school. I didn't go to any training institutions or programming or development. Or like everything I learned it by myself. Now, that talks about putting your mind to work. That talks about putting your mind to achieve what you want to achieve. Now, I'm not really not here to bore you guys, but I just want to quickly say something. You know, in business, we believe that what we need is the money. But I always tell myself is what you don't have, you really don't need it. If you don't have the money now to start now. You don't need to wait for the money to come. Now there's a popular scripture which I'll round up with that. I think the scripture is in Ecclesiastes, which says the battle is not what? To the strong, nor the race what? To the swift. But time and what? Chance happens what? To them all. Now, one thing I believe, now our brother that came up, if he didn't start what he was doing at that time, I don't think that I've gotten the opportunity. And once we got on, you win. Probably maybe when the you win came up, that was when you would have been thinking of doing something. But whatever comes to your mind first, my brothers, my sisters, my uncles, my aunties, and my mom, whatever comes to your mind at any given time, the first thing you need to do quickly is just put it to work. Don't think about whether there's money or there's no money, whether I know how to do it or I don't know how to do it. Just start. Just what? Start. Then when you start, things begin to flow. Things begin to move on. Now, in as much as the first idea came up, now presently as I speak, myself and the bank, we're actually communicating about selling the idea to them. And we're not talking about, this was an idea that just came up. We're not talking about selling the idea to them for like 10,000 or 10 million or 20 million. We're selling the idea to them for good amounts of money. Glory be to God, we'll be able to contact a good lawyer who's actually helping us run the process. And it's moving on fine. That's just an idea that just came up on its own. But if the idea came to my mind and I said, oh, I cannot develop, I cannot do anything, this thing is too big for me, I'll just be there and it'll just be on paper. And probably I needed money to do one or two things. Yes, I did need money to do some things. But like I mentioned earlier, the first thing you need to do is just start. You don't need money. And the best way to start with your pen, start with your paper, get it to work, meet people, connect. This is a good place to meet people, network, and just begin. You will be amazed at what you really need in your business for now might not even be money. Might just be one awesome partner, or might just be one person to set you at a certain speed. So like I mentioned, my name is Craig. I run a technological firm called CODEXTER Technology. Now what we do is that I've decided, because I didn't go to any computer training institution, but I've been able to put myself beyond no doubt with my certification, and also I'm also a CNNA certified with a Cisco. I did that as well. I didn't do that online anyway, but I had to go to learn that somewhere. Now, so what we are deciding to do that we're deciding to give businesses online presence. Now, online presence can be so easy. Now, it's so easy to make money online. A lot of people are selling things on Facebook, a lot of people are selling things on our WhatsApp, a lot of people are doing so many, but there are like 4 or 6 good online businesses that I know, but I cannot do them because I'm already focusing on one. Now, most of us have heard about ship dropping, right? Or drop shipping. We heard about that. That's a good way to make money. Very good way to make it, an automated way of making money. Now, the beautiful thing about online business is that you don't stress yourself. Once your platform runs, you just automate your business and it's running. And presently as you speak, there's an app that we're building which is called queensbell.com. Now if you go online, it's actually online right now, but we're not open for business. We're just testing. It's called the beta form. The better form in terms of development is when you're testing your online presence. But what's the app though? It's just a very simple idea. My wife went one day to make her hair. She came home and she was very angry. Why? Because the salon, whatever they call themselves, salonists, they spoiled her hair. The hairdresser, yes, they spoiled her hair. But the beautiful thing is that when you go to a hairdresser, I want to ask the ladies, when your hair is bad or they spoil hair in the salon, do you ask for your money back? No. Sorry. If when you go to the salon to make your hair, and probably maybe she spoiled the weave-on or did something, do you ask for your money back? You don't. They will not. You get that? Now, see, that was the problem. When she came in, that was the problem first I identified when she was complaining. I said, go and collect your money back now. She said, why would I? In fact, for her, it's funny asking the lady to give her back her money. And she spent nothing like 4 or 5 or thereabouts. So the idea came to my mind, okay, why don't you set up an online platform with a mobile app whereby people can actually book for home services in terms of their hair, their makeup, everything that has to do with female cosmetologists and have it delivered to them wherever they are. And guess what? 100% cashback guarantee. I'm like, wow, this is nice. This is good. The idea came right there when we were talking. I started developing, I started writing everything down and drawing this. Now, the beautiful thing about this idea, in as much as I think a few weeks ago, to precise, a few weeks ago I was in Lagos. And I communicated with some investors. Now, the beautiful thing about this idea is that it's going to help a lot of cosmetologists, because I noticed that most of the hairdressers, some of them, they have challenges of renting a shop and stuff like that. But with this app that we're bringing out, all those things are going to stop. Now, the beautiful thing about that is that when you go and make your hair, and the hair is not properly done quite well, your money is refunded back to you, 100% cashback guarantee. Now, the question most of people ask me is, how is that possible? I don't know, how is that possible? But the first person speaker who came up mentioned something about a business plan. And in a business plan, they also what they call a business model. Then your business model, either you design your business model as a business to business or a customer to business. So everything is already structured in my business plan and how it works. We are testing it, which is currently on the beta stage, and it's working, and a lot of people are happy. We're getting testimonies from people, we're questioning people, how do you feel about it? Now the beautiful thing about this, when we go live, when I told my, I'm wrapping up now, when I told my, the investor, if in the whole of Port Harcourt, only 100 people a day, in the whole of Port Harcourt, although this app is not like Port Harcourt, it's like the entire Nigeria, if only 100 persons a day decide to use our service for as low as 2,000 naira, in a year, we have a turnover of 9.6 million. Just Port Harcourt alone, we're going to have a high turnover as much as that. So, in conclusion, I just want to encourage everybody, when you have an idea, put it to work. Do not let anything limit you. If you feel you want to learn something, you can learn these things online and become good at it. And become the best of that thing which you studied. And when people see, like I'm talking to you, if I didn't tell you that this is how I learned, you probably won't know. You're going to know that. And the beautiful thing about the white people overseas, and when you meet a white man, sir, or when you meet a Nigerian and tell, oh, I'm an engineer. Oh, sorry, sir. I had something happen in Haliburton at one time. I don't know how true it is. About a machine that was dismantled and they needed someone to cooperate. But they called all the engineers, the white guys called all the engineers. So none of them could do it. None of them could do it. All the school, all the PhD, all the master and everything. The one guy just go to Ikoku. There's one guy in Ikoku like that does this. They called it in less than 15 minutes. The guy was done copying the whole thing. Now the beautiful thing about Nigeria, when you meet someone, the first thing they ask you, what's your qualification? What's your this? What's your that? What's your that? But if you travel overseas, what they want is, can you do it? Yes, show us. Thank you very much.